that has some input on who the quarterback is going to be. So you might get a decent quarterback because it's Las Vegas and you got Devontae Adams. So I could see a decent quarterback would love to play for the Raiders. Story franchise, Las Vegas, the best wide receiver in the game on the team. One of the best running backs and Josh Jacobs on the team. I don't I don't understand why Josh McDaniels would still be coaching this team. I don't have an understanding why he would be. I don't think he should be. If they get a real quarterback where y'all could actually compete against the Chiefs because of this quarterback, Josh McDaniels should not be coaching this team. So there's some spots that open up the first days after the regular season ended. It's Tuesday. The regular season ended on Sunday. You know, there was Monday and there was Tuesday, and jobs open up. Jobs open up. I think more jobs is going to open up. I think more coaches from college is going to be interesting. You know, Kirby Smart could say all he want to say, that how he want to make Georgia a dynasty. Man, let one of these NFL jobs look so good in your eyes, man. You be out of Georgia in no time, like everybody else is. Yeah, you got some really good reserves. And I seen that firsthand in the college national football game. That Georgia got some really good reserves, but let's keep it real, man. Your main guys on defense is going to the NFL. Your quarterback in Stetson Bennett is going to the NFL. You know, I believe the running back is a senior too, going to the NFL. You're not gonna have the same team, just like you didn't have the same team from last year. So we said it last year, we said it this year. The only way that'll get you to want to stay if you want to go for the 3P that bad. But man, I can't fully think of a quarterback right now. But if somebody on the same caliber of like a Jimmy G type of quarterback joins this Raiders team, you need to jump on that. And I'm not saying because Jimmy G is so great. I'm saying anybody will look good passing the ball to Devontae Adams and pitching the ball to hand off the ball to Josh Jacobs. You don't gotta be Tom Brady to look good in that. Anybody will look good. Just be young enough to play for 5-6 years, because apparently that's the only thing Devontae Adams is worried about right now. If I'm playing 10 years, I want you to play 10 years. So next season's gonna be interesting. And not to mention we got some pretty good quarterbacks coming from the draft. Bryce Harper. That's baseball. Bryce Young. Yes, he's small. You know, yes, his arms and his legs is a little on the slim side for me. But I mean, I watched the man get 5 touchdowns in his last college game, man. I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. I cannot unsee that. Alabama did not drop till 10th or 15. They dropped to 5. And in 3 more seasons, no, 2 more seasons. And 2 more seasons, the college playoffs is gonna be 12. It's gonna be 12 games where teams like Alabama would make it and probably even have home. Well, it ain't a home field advantage. Nope, this is not the NFL. There'll be a ball game, but they'll play against a low seed, basically what I'm trying to say. So Bryce Young, he kept that team alive this season. I think he's damn good, and I think he could be damn good in the NFL. I just think it's gonna take some time. It took Jalen Hurts a little time. Quarterbacks like that, it's gonna take some time. Quarterbacks like that, it's gonna take some time because they're small. They have to adjust differently to play the pro game differently than a Justin Herbert or a Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? You gotta change your style just a little bit because you going up against 260-pound linemen that's going to take another 260-pound offensive lineman to try to stop it from getting to you, and still they fail a lot of times. So it's going to take some time. So take some time for him to adjust to the pro game, but I think he can. I think it took Drew Brees some time, but it happened. Kyler Murray is still up for debate if it will happen for him. It can. It can. 3 years from now, we can see a total different quarterback in Kyler Murray. Total different quarterback. So, I'm Bryce Young. I'm looking at you. Stetson Bennett. I'm looking at you. Like, you catching my imagination, man. I'm a fan now. Now I'm a fan. So I'm looking at you. Like, there's gonna be some QBs coming in that when it's coming to the draft, we'll see what the Raiders gonna do. They're gonna try to get one of these guys, or they're gonna try to sign somebody that's already established. But it's not so many top notch quarterbacks that's not on a team right now. You know what I'm saying? The only person, the closest one I could think of is Jimmy G. If they gonna stick with Purdy and get rid of Jimmy G and go with Trey Lance as their backup, he's the only one I could really think of that's probably like the best quarterback that won't be on the team. Best free agent, I should say. Other than that, everybody's established. They got backups, like their backups is established. You know what I mean? Teddy Bridgewater, he's established on the team. Mike White, he's established on the team. So, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of quarterbacks out there right now. So the Raiders might have to go in the draft. But whatever the case is, whoever this person is, it's gonna be under center for the Las Vegas Raiders. It's gonna be passing the ball to Devontae Adams and tossing the ball, hand off the ball to Josh Jacobs. I'm expecting. Oh, and they still got Max Crosby on the defense. I'm expecting this Raiders team to be real good if they can get their hands on a decent quarterback and get rid of Josh McDaniels. Get rid of Josh McDaniels. Even though I don't want Jim Harbaugh in the AFC to bump heads with his brother in Baltimore. Hey Jim, I know you like Michigan, but if a Raiders job gets available, man, you better bring yourself to Las Vegas. Bring your ass to Las Vegas. Michigan, Las Vegas, cold ass Ann Arbor, Sin City. Come on, man. Oh man, and this wild card weekend is gonna be pretty fun. We're gonna talk more about it as as we get closer and closer to the weekend. But it's gonna be so excited to watch these games. Saturday, Sunday, and the last Monday night game of the season, of the year. It's gonna be so fun to watch. And just like a lot of teams was making moves basically hours after week 18 ended for them. I'm expecting to see a lot of moves being made hours after the wild card weekend's over for them. Because there's still some teams that, even though they made the playoffs, I'm looking at you, Brandon Stanley. Even that you make it to the playoffs, the moment we lose, especially if we lose early, and especially if we lose because of you, which I'm telling you right now, if the Chargers lose to the Jags on Saturday, they did not lose because Justin Herbert didn't play good enough. They did not lose because Austin Eckler didn't run for 90 yards. They did not lose because Mike Williams dropped 4 or 5 passes. They lost because Brandon Stanley probably made some dumbass decision that caused this team a trip to the divisional game, which means he won himself a free trip to the unemployment line because he would not have that job anymore. And the way they firing offensive coordinators and stuff, he probably won't get that. Head coach not just seeing the door. Offensive coordinators are seeing the door. You know what I mean? Like, these teams are clean the house. The Broncos clean the house. You know, so we man. Let's see what happens. You know, the rest of these days leading up to Wild Card Weekend. But man, I could see me talking a lot of football this week. Even though in the back of my head, I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait for the NFL playoffs. Hey, thank you for listening to another episode of Misunderstood. I'm Za-Quan Peterkin. I hope you have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.